Okay, moving on to problem number 2 of our study guide for units 3 and 5. I'm going to first read the problem and kind of highlight what I need to know. Students in class are mixing raisins, nuts, and chocolate chips to make trail mix. The raisins come in 1/2 cup packets. The nuts, I'm going to change color, maybe green, come in 1/4 cup packets. And the chocolate chips, yummy, yummy, come in 1/5 cup packets. And I'm going to erase a little bit of that because we didn't need all of that. Actually, we might need that information. Chocolate chips, I'm going to match my colors because that was where I would mess up, is I would get them confused. So the green is the nuts that are 1/4 of a cup. The gray is the chocolate chips, and the raisins are 1/2. So they want us to make those mixes. So I have to start thinking about how John is going to mix his, and Anna is going to mix hers, Haley, and Ronnie. So I'm going to write this down a little easier. So raisins, 1/2 cup. Nuts, 1/4 cup. I'm going to change these to dots because I don't want people to think it's negative. And then chocolate chips are 1/5 cup. All right. So let's talk about John. John is going to mix 9 packets of raisins. So I could do the 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2 plus 1/2. I'll show you all the ways that I'm thinking about it. Let me talk and think at the same time. So this is my raisins. He's got 9 packets. Now, as you can tell, there's 9 because if you count those 1/2s, there should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that means I have 9 halves raisins for him. And then the nuts for him, he wants 12 packets of nuts. So this time, instead of adding it that many times, I'm going to do 12 times 1/4. I'll go down below and fix that in just a minute. And then chocolate chips, because I don't have room in this. Chocolate chips, he wants 6 packets. So that'll be 6 times 1/5. So I'm going to come down because I'm out of room. So this is John. John has 9 halves of raisins. And of nuts that he's mixing in there, he's got 12 times 1/4. And I know how to multiply fractions. I'm just going to put that over 1, my whole number over 1, multiply across the top. That's 12 times 1 is 12. Multiply across the bottom, I get 4ths. And then I reduce because I know that that means 12 divided by 4. So that's 3. And then he's getting chocolate chips. He's got 6 packages at 1/5 each. So I'm going to multiply again. So that'll be 6 times 1 is 6. 1 times 5 is 5. So in there, he's got a mixed number. He's got 1 whole cup and 1/5 of a cup left over. So they are asking, I'm going to erase all this now because that's going to be where my answer goes. They are asking how much total he has. So that means I need to take this 9 halves and kind of draw a picture if I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then he's got 9. So how many whole cups does he have? So raisins, he's got 4 1/2 cups. Nuts, he's got 3. And chocolate, he's got 1 1/5. So I've got to add these together. But before I can add them together, I have to get a common denominator. So to get a common denominator, I'm going to turn it into 10. So this means times 5 times 5. What I do to the top, I have to do to the bottom. And so when I do this, that changes this to 4 5/10. Nothing happens to the 3. This changes this to 1 2/5, but now I can add. So 5/10 plus, that shouldn't be 5, that should be a 10. 5/10 plus 2/10 is 7/10. So 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. So that means he gets 8 7/10, which would approximately be 9 cups of mix. That is a lot of work, and we're going to have to do this for every single person. So yes, I do know that this is going to take a while. So that's why I keep writing things down. So let's look at Anna while we can. We'll make Anna be bright pink. She has 11 packets of raisins. I'm going to go back to multiplication now. So she has 11 packets at 1/2 each. She has 16 packets of nuts at 1/4 each. And then she has 5 packets of chocolate chips at 1/5 each. So I have to multiply, put them all over top of 1. 11 times 1 is 11 over the 2. 16 times 1 is 16. 1 times 4 across my denominators is 4. Whoops, that's terrible, 4. I needed more room. And 5 times 1 across the top is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. So now I have to change these into whole numbers again. So I'll draw my picture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 halves. So she has, let me change my color. She has 1 hole, 2 holes, 3 holes, 4 holes, 5 holes, and a half. So in terms of her raisins, she's got 5.5. Let's go back. Then she's got 16/4. That's going to be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So how many holes does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, and no leftovers. So she's got 4 cups. This one is fifths. I'm not even going to try, but I know 5 divided by 5, she's got 1. So now we have to add them all together. 5 1/2 plus 4 plus 1. That means she has 10 1/2. So she has 10 1/2 cups of the trail mix, approximately 11. Okay, based on the fact that I'm running out of room and you guys have been following along this long, I'm going to erase all of this so that I have more room to write. We figured out the first 2 people. We're going to continue doing the same pattern for all the other people. So now we have Haley, and I've got to remember raisins is 1/2 of a cup. Nuts, whoa, is 1/4 of a cup. And chocolate chips is 1/5 of a cup. So let's see what she ended up buying. She's got, this is times her packets of raisins, times 7. She's going to take 10 times the nuts. She's going to take 12. She's a girl after my own hearts, times 12. Now, in case you can't see this, 1/2 times 7, same as 7 over 1. So it's 7 halves. Okay, we're going to go down here. 1/4 times 10, make it over 1, multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom. And 1/5. 1/5 times 12 over 1 equals 1 times 12. 5 times 1 is 5. Now I need to change those. I don't want to do that. So I want to make a common denominator. So this is one of those times when I can make a common denominator if I want to. So what I'm noticing is 4 times 5 is 20. I can turn the 4 into 20, I can turn the 5 into 20, and I can turn the 2 into 20. So I'm going to multiply this one by 10. So then it becomes 70 over 20. I can multiply this one by 5. When I do the top, I have to do the bottom. That's 50 over 20. This one I have to multiply by 4 to make it 20 on the bottom. So why is that easier? That's easier because then I can just add them. So I'm going to bring these, let me change colors so that you can follow along. 70 over 20 plus 50 over 20 plus 48 over 20. Remember that the denominator stays the same. I'm going to have to go off to the side and do my math. 70 plus 50 is 120, plus the leftover 48, you get 168. Whew. All right, now I have to figure out how many cups that is. Well, I know, Miss Began knows that just means divide. So my top number goes underneath, my bottom number goes on the outside. So 16 divided by 20 doesn't work. So I have to look a little deeper. 168 divided by 20, how close can I get? So I can do 20 times 7, 140. Nope, I think I might be able to go one more. 160, so that would be times 8. So if I put my 8 right there, let's follow. 8 times 20 becomes 160, and I have a remainder of 8. So that remainder of 8 will go over top of the 20. Okay, I know that's complicated. So it's 8 and 8/20 cup, which is approximately equal to 8 cups. See, it's smaller, so I have to do that. Whew, last one. Oh, I shouldn't have erased that. Let's erase part of it. Let's erase the name, and let's erase how much, okay? So now that we have done all that, we have one more to go. Please ignore. We are dismissing some people, but that's okay. Miss Began can just talk right through it. Let's. So Ronnie makes 13 packets of raisins. So this is my raisins, multiplied by 13. 1 packet of nuts, that's easy. 20 packets of chocolate, oh yeah, 20. So now I'm going to multiply 1/2 times 13 all over 1, 13 over 2, so that's his raisins. Let's go to the next one. 1/4 times 1, yeah, I got that one, that's easy. But 1/5 times 20 over 1, that equals 20 over 5. Let's reduce. 20 divided by 5 is easy, that is 4. This is still just 1/4. 13 over 2, halves are easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So how many whole pieces do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1/2. So this equals 6 1/2. So I have to add them all together. 6 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 4. Can I do this yet? Ding, ding, ding. No, because those don't match. So I have to make them match, and I'm going to make them match by turning the 2 denominator into a 4 denominator by multiplying across the top and across the bottom. So this one turns into 6 2/4 plus 1/4 plus 4. So if I add 2/4 and 1/4, I get 3/4. 6 plus 4 is 10. So she has 10 3/4 cup, mostly chocolate chips, baby. So she approximately has 11 cups. Lots of work. You are capable of doing it. You have the time that's needed, so use your time wisely and do it. You've got this.